Hey guys, greetings from Serpent Consulting Services Private Limited. Welcome back to the series of videos wherein we are discussing Odoo plus RingCentral Integrated Solution. And this is going to be our fourth and last video wherein we are going to take a look inside the control panel of the backend configuration of Odoo, and also we will see that how it works with RingCentral. So we are going to have the practical look about how the calling and messaging actually works with this kind of solution. So prior to start discussing the practical topics, we will first get a slight look inside the configuration, that how it's being configured. So we are assuming that we already have we are already done with creating an account at the Ring Central portal, and we have received the direct credentials to get entered inside the Odoo solution. So as we discussed earlier that we are majorly going to work with CRM, but when it comes to the configuration thing, we are having an extra icon added over here. So we're just clicking on that, and we're going to log inside the Ring Central portal. So since we are already having an account on the Ring Central portal, we simply can see that we have kept it remembered, and that's why the email address is already being shown over here. Just by clicking on next, it will simply be asking us for the password. And by entering the credentials, it will simply take us to our own Ring Central account, wherein we will be able to set up so many technical things if we want, or we want to, if we want to manage a Ring Central account that way. So we are having the direct options for that directly on the portal. So when it comes to the technical integrations, we already have received some kind of credentials to get entered, as I said earlier. So once we get inside the Ring Central portal, we simply can go back to our applications on our Odoo screen, and just by clicking on the settings, the general settings, we are going inside the settings, user and companies, and the company itself that we are going to select with whom the Ring Central integration is going to work. So if you have noticed, we are having an added tab over here, right? This is nothing but the form itself, wherein we are configuring the companies, we are entering the details of the companies, but we are having an extra tab available over here so that we simply can enter the Ring Central specific technical credentials that, of course, we have received from the portal upon signing up for the Ring Central API requests. So in technical terms, as you can see on the screen, that we are having Ring Central server to be used, that we are mentioning over here, the application key, application secret, and some more technical information that we are going to mention. And we have developed some of the direct fields to get this information entered over here inside general settings, user and companies, and then we are selecting that specific company that exactly we are going to use while working with the Ring Central integrated solution. So fine, we simply can get this information added over here, and we simply can save this record, and we can go back and start using it along with our standard Odoo CRM. So in the previous videos, as we have taken a look that how exactly it's going to work with our CRM, which are the extra tools that we have over here, and that of course we have received from, because of this kind of integration, this kind of direct connection between Odoo and Ring Central. So for now, we are going to have a practical look inside how the calling and messaging thing actually works. When it comes to calling, we will not be able to call from the system to a particular mobile device, because for that some credits will be required. But we are using the developer account. So for the messaging thing, I'll be showing you the two-way communication, how it works. But prior we go ahead, at least we can see that how the incoming call works in this solution. So I'm just closing this particular tab, and I'm just showing you that how the calling will work. I have casted my mobile screen over here so that you guys can take a look at how a calling thing will work. And to reiterate that we are using the developer's account, so we are having a temporary application on our mobile devices. Otherwise, it will simply be working as normal, as we are doing in our other calls and other messages. So let's say, for an instance, I have saved one of the contact, let's say support services. We are assuming that we are getting in touch with some kind of a support, some kind of the product or service support, and we are directly calling that particular agent.
For calling SerpentCS. If you know your party's extension, you may dial it at any. This is a test call using a RingCentral developer account.
So then we'll see
Please hold
that
while
how
I
the
try
call
to
is being
connect you.
received. And yes, so that's how exactly it looks. It pops up a window and it simply gives us the options either to answer the call or to decline the call, along with some more options available for call forwarding and some other things. So that will be the story of every calling agent, especially the team who receives call from other people from the other end, from the mobile devices especially. And again, we have some more options, and some even more options can be added by some customization. Let's say if you want to directly add that particular number in the contact, so such kind of request that we kept on receiving from our prospective Ring Central customers. So this is what this here is the basic and a raw solution, I would say, on top of which we can add some more functionalities according to your requirement that you may be having in future. Fine. And when it comes to the outbound calling, as I mentioned earlier, that it will simply be allowing us to call anybody from our contacts, or else we also have the manual dial pad available over here so that we can manually enter the number and we can directly call that person out. So it will not actually be calling anyone from here, but since I just wanted to show you that how the outgoing call can work over here, so this is how it shows us the pop-up message, and it shows us some more controls for call flipping, call forwarding, or let's say if you have such kind of requirement wherein you also want to record the call. So we are having those controls available just on the same pop-up window. Fine. So that's how the two-way calling works. Same goes with the messaging over here. We are getting uh, a separate pop-up window for the messaging as well. Here we are having two things for the messaging. For the older messaging and message logs, we can simply click on this particular message icon, or else if you want to compose a new message over here, we are having a separate window for that. Some of the recently used contacts when it comes to messaging will be listed down over here so that it quickly give you the contacts that you may want to connect with. You simply can tap in the number. We can mention some kind of a text that you want to send, and also we are getting a separate button over here to if you wish to attach a file, if you want to get send something over a text message, so that we will be able to do from here. So let's try to receive a message from our mobile devices over here. Let's say if I'm sending hello Ring Central. Right. So it shows that the message has already been sent. So let's go and check what exactly happens inside the system. So again, the notification, it shows over here that we have received some kind of a message, and this is how it pops up the window and it shows us actual message which has been received by our system. right? This one. So in response to that particular message, let's go and check that how the outgoing messaging will work. So in the reply to that message, I'm sending hello sender. Just by putting in the text and just by clicking on the send button, it shows us an acknowledgement message over here that your server has already sent your message to the respective person. So the same thing we can check over here inside our mobile screen. Again, one of the best thing about this particular messaging application and this integration is that we have enough space available on the server, and of course because of which we are getting all the messaging history from same thread. So as it lists down the numbers that you recently have used to connect with somebody over a messaging thing, but at the same time it allows us to manage threads, and that's how the you also can retrieve the older messages as well. So let us simply explore it again and try to refresh the page on the mobile device. Fine. So this here we can see that it shows us the same notification as we are getting in case of our other application like WhatsApp or like any other messaging app, that it shows us a notification over here that we have received something new just by clicking on that message. As we can see that here is the actual message which had been sent through the Ring Central Integrated Solution. Hello Sender. So that's how the two-way communication actually occurs between the Ring Central server and the mobile device on the other side. So in short, we can say that it is a complete solution which allows us both for which allows us to connect with our customers or connect with our any of the other people on their mobile devices, both by calling and by messaging as well. And these two of course will be the major functionalities which will be used by the call centers, or which will be used by the support centers for any product or services. So it gets very easy for the calling agent to manage everything just from one single screen. The person will not have to use any other device for calling. The person or the calling agent will not have to use any other source of a database when it comes to managing the contacts. Or even if you want to send something across the messaging thing, then it allows us the attachment files as well, right? So that's how the solution works, and that's how the Odoo plus Ring Central integration allows us to manage almost everything in a one single solution. All right, so I think that's it for this particular video, and for this series as well. I would say we have taken a look at the basic configuration, the basic navigation in our earlier videos, and also in this video we have seen that how actually the solution works. So I would simply request you to go ahead and subscribe for our YouTube channel, because currently we are viewing this video on a YouTube channel, and of course you will be able to find something more about our services and our solution on the same channel. So be there, subscribe our channel, and click on that bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of the updates. So thank you very much for attending this series of videos, and have a nice day. Thank you very much.